we can now, I think, start the closing ceremony. I will say some words firstly, then Torole Olsen will present the FIB point of view, and Georgie will develop several points concerning his baby, the PhD Symposium. This is a view of our building in Marne-la-Vallée, in the suburbs of Paris. Normally, the conference was expected to be there. I actually am exactly here, speaking from my office here. And well, of course, this year was a strange year, so it's a pity that we were not able to have this symposium in person, but I think we have done what we expect to be the better to have a good symposium nevertheless for the students who has to present their work this year. I would like to thank all the organizing bodies, the École Normale Supérieure Paris-Saclay, our university Gustave Eiffel, FIB of course, and the French Association for Civil Engineering, which is an association corresponding to the FIB in France. We have also the support of RILEM and AUGC, which is the French Academic for Civil Engineering, the French Academic Association for Civil Engineering. And our two sponsors, École Française du Béton, the French School of Concrete, and Master Builders, because they helped us a lot, and they will present later their own awards for the conference. Also, I want to thank the scientific committee because they have to review a lot of papers. In fact, more than the number of papers you have seen during this conference, because we have some papers for the next year. To the organizing committee, of course, the chairwoman and chairman, and the young members group that has participated also to the chairing of the sessions. To the maître of ceremony, you have not seen the maître of ceremony. They were behind the curtain in the back office. And Marie, Hamza, Justin, and Nicolas, they helped us a lot. Of course, I want to thank all the people involved in the organization, with a special big thanks to Marie, Corinne from FIB, Fabrice and Farid from École Normale Supérieure Paris-Saclay, because you don't see it, but organizing such an event is not so obvious for us because it was new, and there was a lot of work in the back office, in fact. Next year, we expect to have the Fib PhD Symposium in person. That will be in July because FIB asked us to have the event in July and not in August. And before the symposium, we expect to have a FIB doctoral course on durability indicators. It will be connected to the French project PERFDUB, which means durability performance of concrete. And we will ask for the submission of camera-ready full papers in February. The registration fees, as you know, this year it was free, but of course next year that will not be the case, but the fees will be very low. Especially for 3 days conference in Paris, it is very, very low. And we expect that you could be able to come next year, of course. That's the special message for Georgie. Don't worry, Georgie, the stone is safe, and I will pass the stone next year to Marco. Marco bring a big luggage for the stone. And we hope to see you next year for the conference. There will be, of course, something we were not able to do this year a conference dinner. Normally, we expect to do that at La Felicita. That's, of course, a wing for our Italian colleagues that will organize the next symposium. It's Italian food, of course. And it's also because the restaurant is within what we call La Halle Fraissinet. It's a building that was made by Eugène Fraissinet in the 20s, last, of course, the previous century. And it was made using press-stress concrete. It was one of the first applications by Eugène Fraissinet of press-stress concrete. So you will have an historical view of a concrete structure, which was very new at that time. And we expect to have good food, good Italian food at the restaurant. So I hope that we'll be able to meet next year in Marne-la-Vallée and in Paris for all these events, and to be able to discuss in person during this event. Okay, thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have enjoyed this very, very much. I'm impressed by the presentations I have seen. And it is promising for the concrete industry for the future that you are so engaged. I must admit, I have missed seeing the enthusiasm of the other candidates when one candidate presents. That's a result of the situation that we may see next year. And I'm also impressed by the organization, the arrangements, and I think it is very nice that you are able to smile so much, even though you probably are somewhat stressed. And also for the video abilities, so well prepared, and everything is listed up what to do, and whenever anyone doesn't manage, you help it out and solve it. And to this also the secretariat of the FIB, of course, has contributed, I understand. And this too, I think, is nice for the future, because using these tools will not stop, even though the corona stops. This will be one of the tools for the future. We will need to use less planes, less hotels, but we need to know each other to be effective. But anyway, I think this has been a very nice event, and I sincerely thank all of you that has made it such a nice event. Thank you.
Thank you, Torole. Georgie, please.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, we are at the end of the PhD Symposium 2020 in Paris, online. We are satisfied, and we can be satisfied for various reasons. But first of all, I wanted to discuss with you, the next page please, why are PhD students important for us in general and for FIB? Of course, the young generation is most important for the future, but I listed two additional points to answer this question. The next one, please. The first one is most important for FIB. FIB wants to be in the forefront of codification. Therefore, we need information, conclusion of experiments, and decision how to go on. We often say that FIB wants to go 8-10 years in front of other codes. So the new experimental results, new numerical results, new analysis, results of analysis is extremely important for FIB, important for all of us. Of course, we think that a lot of knowledge and expertise is accumulated in FIB. Therefore, we are happy to see new fields of research in the world, and we want to help, and we intend to help as much as possible. Next page. I'm very glad that the proceedings have been ready for the symposium, and I heard from the organizers that, and I have seen and I have read the proceedings before and during the symposium. I hope that all of you read it, or you will read it next week at least. So this was already available, and this will be available on the FIB's website as well, in both cases free of charge. I would like to suggest to add one page on this list in details to the symposium. The next one, please. This is the list of countries who I realized to be present, or at least registered for the symposium. This was roughly 40 countries. I wanted to make a list. I did not have time enough before the closing. I have get so all the organizers kindly gave me the complete list, but I was not ready to give the list of the participating universities. This list is always available at the beginning of previous PhD symposia. If you have time and you can do, please prepare this list, because maybe this time, even if not everybody participated as wanted to participate in the PhD Symposium 2020, some of them will make the presentation next year, but many of the universities, the countries, about 40 countries are represented, more than 60 universities were presented among these countries. In Tokyo, we had about 65 universities. So even if we thought originally this was getting to be a little bit small size symposium, it was not at all. We had a participation more than 200. In addition to that, it's very important that you can see here countries not member in FIB, Ethiopia, Syria, and some others as well, maybe 20% of them of the list. So people are interested in our work, and this is very important. This is very important for the future. Next page, please. This is I just started to make the whole list, but I had no time enough. Brasilia, Ethiopia, France, not complete. Greece, India, and so on. You can see some of the participating universities. Next page, please. I want to give, this is a closing, a special thanks in different ways. Next page, please. First of all, the speakers and the participants. This is a photo which I kindly received from the organizers. You can see your faces already at the end of the keynote presentation. So everybody is happy to participate in the symposium. Next page, please. 3 pages. Yes, you can find your photo there. Next page, please. So this is the documentation of the participants at that specific moment who were able to get into the system. This is one list which the ladies prepared me And I was happy to see, for example, on the second day, probably the first day were many more participants. In room A, session A, 96 participants, room B, 63 participants, from more than 200 participants participated, were listening to the presentations. Next page, please. We developed the system, and I think it works very well. We can do it in other conferences as well. We decided, the organizing committee, this was agreed or proposed from Jean-Michel at the beginning by organizing the program itself, to have to every session an international chairman or chairwoman, a French one from the organizer side, and also a third one from the young engineering, young members group of those countries which have already. Several countries have already young members group, which is their life is organized locally and internationally as well. They were very efficient. I want to start with their name, to mentioning their name. Next page, please. I was very glad that they were ready to help us, and they actually did a lot for us. Sándor Sólyom, Motohiro Ono, Joao Pacheco, Graham Webb, Nikola Tosic, Andreas Csaj, Vladislav Shekhosov, and Marta Del Zoppo. And you can see 3 times they helped our session work 2 times during the conference. Next page, please. This is for politeness, of course. The organizing country, very important, and they had a very important work for the in addition to the organization of the conference, also the content of the conference, the scientific work is extremely important. Jean-Michel Torrenti, Sofiane, and so on. You can see this name. Thank you. The international participation of our colleagues, mainly but not exclusively of the professor colleagues, is very important because they are not allowed to give a presentation. They know it already very well, but they are extremely important for guiding the session work. Torole Ozen, Akio Kasuga, Hugo Kores, Harald Müller, Aurelio Muttoni, Frank Dean, Peter Hayek, Josva Raven, Marco Di Pisco. Jan Vitek was at the last minute not able to come, but I thank him as well to agree. I thank all of 3 groups the help in the session work. Next page, please. I did, during this morning, I did a list. It takes altogether 5 pages, and there is no precedency here. Just I wanted to mention all the topics which we discussed. Very interesting altogether. So bond, fresh concrete to steel, bond of yarns, yarn filaments, bond in compression and high cycle fatigue, bond at high temperatures, biodegradable thermal insulation, UHPC in general, and UHP FRC at high temperatures, and UHP FRC in anisotrope response, fiber reinforced concrete. The actual presentation was on polymeric fiber reinforced concrete, model and uncertainties. Next page, please. 3D concrete printing, FRP, weft knitted textile reinforcement, FRP residual stiffness of FRP reinforced members, carbon neutral economy. This was the keynote and not the PhD presentation, but I wanted to mention partial precessing shear punching aspect. Next page, please. Aggregate, several presentation, crushed versus river sand, corbicular shells, drying shrinkage, as aggregate, recycled concrete, accelerated carbonation, admixtures, bio-based self-healing, stainless steel for strands, numerical studies about nodes, micromechanics of artificial granular materials, numerical studies after AAR reaction, fracture mechanical approaches, and frost of fracture mechanical approaches for frost. Next page, please. Biaxial bending, modulus of elasticity on deflections, fly ash replacement by wood ash, and sealing. One additional page, local compression, plastic analysis, strengthening of masonry and temperature influence on masonry, leaching, creep, corroded reinforcement in beams, digital image correlation, measuring technique, and transmission lengths. So altogether, this is a wide range of topics and very interesting and very important for future development. Thank you. Next page, please. Yes, Jean-Michel had already another photo. I'm happy to have this photo as well, if you can send me. I wanted to mention that, please, this is not the actual plate because Tokyo and Prague is already there. I don't have a photo of that, so we have to insert 2020 Paris. Next page, please. So I shown this page already before, but I wanted to give an additional thank for the organizing committee. Thank you very much for all of you, because you did an extremely important and extremely successful work. So it was not at all easy electronically, and everything had to work. And finally, everybody was able to found the presentations, and participation was easy from the participant sides. Maybe at the beginning it was difficult a little bit to start, but it worked very successfully. So congratulations and many thanks for all of you. Last page, I think. This is just a congratulation for all of you participants who gave the presentations, and session chairpersons and everybody. So we are waiting for the PhD Symposium 2021 in Paris. Please come. We hope to be able to meet in 1 year in Paris personally. So many thanks for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Georgie. We continue the closing ceremony. And now it's time to go to the awards. So the first awards to be announced are from École Française du Béton. Sandrine, please.
Thank you very much, Jean-Michel. And 1 year ago, when you asked me to be with you for the Fib PhD Symposium, and that's the first time École Française du Béton participate, nobody was expecting such a strange year. And I should say I was really very impressed by the way all the organization was agile and adapted for this conference. And I should say congratulations to the team, and I will be there next year in Paris, hopefully. And congratulations also to the organizers, and especially to Farid, Corinne, and Marie, who helped us to work with you. So first, a few words on the French School of Concrete, because some of you know it, but some of others don't know. The French School of Concrete is a company foundation. It's not a real school. It's a foundation created in 2005 and financed by the 4 main producers of cement in France, but with a governance that is sharing with all the actors of construction, building in France, and education. The aim of this foundation is to create a close connection between industries and schools. These two worlds have a lack of connection, I believe, everywhere in the world. And by enforcing this connection, we are discovering a new way of working, which is really very interesting for both industries and for schools. And the two main aims of this foundation is to develop research and pedagogical tools, resources on cement and concrete, but also is to accelerate innovation by reducing the time to market for building and materials industries, for all this innovation that can be developed in academics, laboratories and teams. So the four fondators are Lafarge-Holcim, Simon Calcia from Heidelberg Cement Group, Vika and Ekiom from Group CAH. And next slide, please. And the French School of Concrete, for a concrete topic, it is without walls. I mean, it's a bit weird, but you can go on the platform www.efbeton.com and have access to a lot of resources, from technical and pedagogical resources. There are for students, for teachers and professionals. So you can go there. It's free of charge and very easy to visit and to take the resources. I just put one resource that I think can be very interesting for you to share. It is in French and in English, because all the resources are not all in English, bilingual. This one is a video of 6 minutes explaining the process of cement manufacturing. It's a 3D visit of a cement plant, and you can see what happens in the process equipment in the cement factory. The next slide, please. So for this year, the jury for the EFB Awards was constituted by 4 members. First, Dr. Céline Florence from the Engineer School ESTP Paris. Dr. Laurent Isoret from ATIL, which is the Hydraulic Cement Association in France. Dr. Jérôme Lozay from the CERIB, which is the Center of Research for Concrete here in France, and myself from the French School of Concrete. We also have 3 partners in these awards, and it is Symbéton with the website infociment.fr, by Béton, and the CERIB. And what we will offer to the rewarded team is to have a communication on your subject and your laboratories also, and to talk about what you are doing, all other these networks. So next slide, please. So what you are waiting for is the first, so we did give 2 awards this year. The first award is on the ecological transition. And you can just put one, yeah. And we really appreciated the work that has been presented. So all the work we have seen were very interesting, with a nice high level of science and presentation. But we should say that for this special presentation for cement industry, which is a subject that is very, very strategical for our industry, we were all the 4 very agreeing on the best work we were thinking for ecological transition, which is Marie Seringue for accelerated carbonation of recycled concrete aggregates. So really, congratulations, Marie. Your presentation was very clear and your work is a very high quality. So all the best for continuing your PhD thesis. And we will be in contact very soon in order to make some communication and valorization of your work.
Thank you very much, Sandrine.
So well done, Marie. You can see all the messages. So if you have a few words you want to say, Marie?
Oh, no, but it's the first time for me. So thank you very much. And I hope we can, yes, do a better communication to this topic, which is a very important topic at this time. Yes.
That's for me also the first time I give a reward with a Visio conference. And I really hope we will meet physically very soon. It's not so far from us. And really, I appreciated, and all the members of the jury did really appreciate your presentation and your work. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So we also gave a second award, which is more on, innovative technology. That's all your works are innovative. So that was not easy to find a word, but also on this subject, I should say, I was myself very impressed by this way of working with concrete. That was, so I've seen some works, and now you are more and more trying to develop or starting to develop this new technology. And I really think there is a huge way of improvement for new construction, but also for renovation. And this award has been given to Minu Lee for the low deformation behavior of concrete tension ties with weft knitted textile reinforcement. So Minu, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the award, and I hope we can go a bit more thinking out of the box with new reinforcement materials. It's very exciting, a topic to work on, and I hope you will also continue to follow our research. Not only myself, but also I want to thank our collaborators at ETH Zurich, especially Dr. Jaime Matafalcon, Mariano Popescu, Lex Reiter, and of course my supervisor, Professor Walter Kaufmann. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, and again, congratulations, very nice work. And Zurich is not so far from Paris, so I hope soon we will be able also to meet. Anyway,
yes,
we will be also in contact by telephone. And I also think on this subject, being more specialist, expert on the cement matrix, I believe there are some very interesting way of thinking out of the box, as you said. And yeah, good luck for the following. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Sandrine. Merci beaucoup. Now we can go to our second sponsor, who, that was already sponsor in Prague. So we are very happy to have such a relation with, at that time, I think it was BASF, but now it's Master Builders, but it's a continuous relation between the FIB PhD Symposium and this sponsor. Please, Vanessa.
Hi, thank you all. This is Vanessa speaking. So hi from Germany, and thanks to this great FIB Symposium. I really like the sessions. I really think a great thanks to the organization in the background and to the support. So as already mentioned, we are in close contact, and we were really supporting those new PhD students, and hope to get in contact, especially probably if you are interested in our organization, then we can keep in touch and you can maybe join afterwards. And I would like to show you a short video to explain a bit more our products, our organization, and therefore I will ask some of the organizers to start the video.
Master Builder Solutions by BASF connects the entire global expertise and innovative strength of BASF to develop solutions for more than 30,000 clients everywhere in the world. Supporting more than 140 sites in over 50 countries, we receive and dispatch a customer order every 5 seconds on each of the 5 continents, being always close to our clients. With Master Builder Solutions, we can bring our global expertise to each local point in the world, enabling our clients to benefit from more than a century of BASF's knowledge and experience within the construction industry. We've led innovations and set standards for decades, and we will continue helping our clients to break records in construction with peak performances from the tallest buildings to the longest bridges in the world. With Master Builder Solutions, we support our clients in finding the most efficient and sustainable solution for each of their projects. But building a sustainable future needs more than just chemicals. It needs good chemistry. We believe that only as a truly connected team across various functions, professions, and countries, and in close partnership with our clients, we will achieve outstanding results. Whether it comes to technical services, long-term support, or yet unprecedented challenges, Master Builder Solutions from BASF is the world's most experienced and best connected partner for expert users of construction chemical solutions.
Thank you. So I think you might know now a bit better what we are doing, what are our projects and our products, and I really recommend you to visit our career website to get a bit more information. Thank you again. Here you can see my contact information. So I'm responsible for talent and change management. That's why I'm here to nominate award winners. However, in the background, we had a great team from our site in Trostberg, from our development side. They were in the jury and nominated the best and greatest thesis and the best presentation. And therefore, we would like to announce two award winners for the most excellent papers. And the first paper we were really impressed about is a bond model of synthetic microfiber in concrete. And we thought that this was a very good experimental work, and also with a high systematic and very good interpretation. So the results were very well, and we would like to work together with you in the future, and we would like to get to know you a bit better. Therefore, as you can see, one of the prizes is an invitation to one of our sites, and we hope this will be possible probably next year, because our organization could really take value out of your work. And we have another winner here. And those are the protective carrier in the bio-based self-healing concrete. Also from another university, so from Czech Republic. And again, as I mentioned, we really like the winners to visit us in one of our sites, probably also in Trostberg. And besides that, you will receive online linked into our e-learning tool, and there you could find very interesting e-learnings about our products and furthermore. And therefore we will get in touch with you just after this session and we will send you more information. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me directly. And I really say congratulations to all of you. I think the whole 3 days were very interesting, very great presentations, but as we know, there could only win one, but in this case we nominated 2, so congratulations from our side. And yeah, thank you to your work and also to the organization team to make this happen in times of COVID-19.
Thank you, Vanessa, for this awards.
Thank
now,
you.
Now we go to the next awards given by the FIB, and normally, Georgie, you have the floor is yours.
Thank you. It is a pleasure at the end of the symposium to announce the best paper and the speaker and so on prizes. We discussed with a small committee after the lunch today. There was a difficult decision following the very good presentations during the 2.5 days. Finally, of course, we had to decide and distribute the prizes. So we selected the best papers, the best presentations. There was an evaluation considering several aspects, not only the presentation, but also the written part. It was altogether 50% of the written part and 50% on the presentation part. So there was the first session, the first group of presentations, innovation in materials and structures. And I would say once more again, so there were very valuable presentations in all of the topics, all of the sessions. There was, the decision was difficult, but we wanted to nominate, to give the award for those who the presentation of the whole work was more complete, considering the conclusions and the value of the work, evaluations and future of the results. This is not the decision for the PhD itself. This is just the evaluation of the submitted work, the written part and the oral part. So, Jean-Michel, can you please show the winners? So, this is not a sequence of presidency, but this was the best 3 presentations, 3 topics in session 1, innovation in materials and structure. Gerhard Lucas, I hope these colleagues are here. Gerhard Lucas, experimental investigation of reinforcement strategies for concrete and extrusion 3D printed beams. Very valuable work. We are happy to give the award to him. Are you here, Gerhard?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the honor and for the prize. And thank you very much for the organization committee and for this entire symposium. It was really nice 3 days, and thank you for everybody who was involved. And I also want to thank my collaborators here at the NCCR for Digital Fabrication at ETH, and my supervisors, Jaime Matafacon, and my professor, Walter Kaufmann, and the 2 collaborators, Anna Anton and Benjamin Dillenberger from Digital Building Technologies.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, and we wish you a successful following part of the work. And of course, successful PhD defense. Thank you. Next one is Beda Hamza. Drying, shrinkage, and mechanical properties of concrete based on curbicular shells from river sediments as coarse aggregates. Beda, yeah,
he is not there, no.
Not there. So this is his photo. So he is one of the winners, and congratulate for them. I was listening both presentations, and they were very valuable, both of them. Congratulations. The next one, the third one, in innovation and in materials and structures group. This is from Latvia. Gerna Vicius Mantas, experimental and numerical investigation of bond behavior of synthetic macrofiber in concrete. Congratulations for your work, and good luck for the finishing part of your PhD. Are you here?
No, he was not there for the BASF award, so
yes,
he's not
I
there
remember.
now.
And not even now. So congratulations for both, for all of them, all three of them, and good luck for the future. Thank you. So once more again, so there was a group of colleagues who decided the awards for the session structural analysis and design. We can announce the winners, please. Again, we took into consideration the written part and the oral part discussions as well as. The first one, who I would like to mention as the winner, Al-Kaimakachi Anwar, experimental study on the flexural behavior of concrete girders pre-stressed with stainless steel strands. Can you present yourself, your photo? Are you here? Not here. Okay, congratulations. The second one, Spartali Homan, bond behavior between high-strength concrete and steel reinforcement under high-cycle fatigue push-in loading. Very complex study, very interesting research. Can you show up?
Yeah, showing
Yes.
my cameras. I would like to thank you so much, Professor Balaj, and thank all the committee and the organizer of this conference. It was really interesting to be there, and I would like to thank you again all for the prize. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we have a shear topic as well. Abu Salma Dema, punching shear at the edge, flat slab column connections. Congratulations also for you. Would you show up, please?
Hi.
Hi. Yes.
Thank you so much for the award and for the nice conference. And I'd like to thank my supervisors as well for their support. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations for all three of you. Thank you. Can Jean-Michel, we can go for the next session, please. The next session is durability and life assessment, very important field of research. We can announce the winners in this session, please. The winner is Gautir Alionar, sorry for the pronunciation, leaching of concrete, a comparison of performance indicators. Very important research, very interesting results. Congratulations for you. Can you show up, please?
Well, thank you very much. I'm very grateful for your consideration to the work of my colleagues and me. And I am glad that I made the presentation clear enough for it to be interesting. So thank you, and thank you for all the people who had asked questions after it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Go on with your research successfully. Thank you. Jean-Michel, the last session. Yes, very important, monitoring and structural assessment. We have the winners also from this field. Please show the winners. Alam Hamza, carbon fiber motor, effect of sand content and grain size distribution on electrical properties. Very interesting research. Can you show up, please?
Hello, thank you
Yes,
for
very
the
good, yes.
Thank you. Behind the curtain, there was a lot of people, so I want to thank them for their support, especially Sofiane. I don't know if he's watching us. Thank you so much, and thank you for the award. Thank you.
Yes, we wish you a successful continuation. Thank you very much. I think we are ready with the prizes. Are we ready?
Yes.
So I would like to congratulate again on behalf of FIB. We hope that you will have a contact with FIB to start with one of the groups or even more groups where you have an interest, and we can work together for further development of future codes. This is valid for the other winners who were mentioned earlier by my colleagues, and actually anybody else who is interested in working any of the working parties of FIB. Just to know that we have roughly about 50 task groups. The number is changing every year. New topics are coming, and topics are sometimes ready, closed. But anyway, this is a very important work and very interesting work to try yourself and work successfully internationally in international level. You can announce if you have an interest in one of the topics. You can see the directory, the list of the topics in the right directory to see, and you can announce your interest by the FIB Secretariat or by the convener chairman of the group. I also started just 1 year after my university degree, working first just listening to the work, and some years later I started actively in some of the groups in FIB, which was very, very interesting, and I was able to contribute to the work of the association, and at the same time I learned a lot in this international work. So very special work, and important for both sides. Of course, the work is free. We have voluntary work in FIB, and we can participate in all the task group and commission meetings normally free. You have to just organize your travel or your online connection. So I congratulate again for all of you, and I give you back the word, Jean-Michel. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgie. Now to finish this closing ceremony, we will say some words about the next events, FIB events. I would not say that we are organizing the next in-person PhD symposium in Paris next year. I have already said some words about that. So we go to the next slide, please. And so we have two events that we want to present today. The first one is the FIB Conceptual Design. So please, Aurelio, you have the screen, in fact, not the floor.
Thank you very much, Jean-Michel. So good afternoon to everyone. I'm Aurelio Muttoni from Lausanne, Switzerland. You have seen in many presentations that, and in several, and also in the presentation by György Balázs, that we have started in FIB with this very successful PhD symposium more than 20 years ago, and that we have this symposium every 2 years. You have also seen in the slides by FIB that the slogan of FIB is FIB, a bridge between research and practice. So it is a very, I like very much, in fact, this slogan. And in some years ago, we found that, well, in fact, the PhD symposium is very successful, but it is mostly dedicated to young engineers, young engineers who are active in research, and we should do something also for young engineers who are active in practice, or let's say also for PhD students that they are willing to go to practice as soon as they are finished their PhD. And for this reason, FIB has started last year to organize a very successful conceptual design symposium. This is how we call it. And the idea is to organize it every 2 years between the PhD symposia. So the last year was the first one. It has been organized by Hugo Corres, our colleague Hugo Corres in Madrid, and co-workers. It was an extremely successful event, very nice, with many young engineers, very motivated. And for this reason, we have decided to continue this tradition every 2 years. And we are also decided to organize the next one in Switzerland in September 21. This is, the idea is to organize it in an old paper factory. So we want to have a little bit an interesting atmosphere, to have an interesting experience, not only because it is an interesting building from a structural point of view, but we like very much the atmosphere in this old factory. And well, the topics are, you can see them in this slide here. Of course, the first one is what about the role of structural design in architecture? The second one is dedicated to innovative structures using innovative materials and innovative construction technologies. The third one is more historically oriented. I think it's very important to learn from the past also when we want to design new structures. And the last one is about the role of structural engineering in this century, in the future, let's say in the future. So these are the 4 topics of our symposium. Here are the dates. So the conference will be September 16 and 17 next year, and the abstract submissions are in mid-October this year. If you are interested, you can visit our website, Conceptual Design 2021, and this, in order to explain a bit more in detail the spirit of this event, we have organized a webinar in about 10 days. This will be September 9th. We have invited Hugo Corres, who was the organizer of the last Conceptual Design Symposium, a very well-known architect from Chile, and Josef Schwarz and myself from Switzerland, who are organizing this event. So if you are interested, and I think it's a good occasion, very good occasion for PhD students who want to go to practice after their study, I think it's a very good occasion. If you are interested, please visit our website and visit also the webinar in about 10 days. So thank you very much for your attention.
And now the last words are for Marco, please.
It's an honor and a real pleasure to present the next edition of the PhD Symposium that will be in Italy in September 2022 from 5 to 7, from Monday to Wednesday. Of course, the first problem was that we were looking at a town that was able to compete. There is a fantastic town dreamed by the lovers all over the world. We know the grandeur Parisienne, so we could select only one town to compete with it. And we selected Rome. Rome, as you know, is a real town where you could find incredible buildings. You could see the Pantheon, where we adopted 2,000 years ago different types of cementitious composite characterized by different density. You could see the Colosseum that worked around 500 years from 72 after Christ to 523 after Christ. And it is still in good condition, even if it's made only of a simple stone like travertine. The next one, please. You couldn't find only all the very important building known all over the world, but you could find even modern building made of concrete, like the Spot Palace built and designed by Pierluigi Nervi, and also the Maxi Museum that was designed by Zaha Hadid. So it's a town where you have the possibility to have a huge period of history, more than 2000, and a lot of type of different construction. The next one. In Rome, we selected also a campus that is quite new, is a campus of Tor Vergata. In 2000, the university was able to host around 2 million of people for the World Youth Day. And this campus, in my opinion, is one of the best choice because it's not too far from the center and is also able to guarantee a good hospitality. So please, the next one. In this edition, we will have the National Association, ICAP, CTA, ITC, and RELUIS we are able to support Italian FIB, and the next one, please. And we have also a good team, starting from the two people who are in the same campus, so Alberto Meda and Zila Rinaldi. I suppose that you know very well them, and all the other people that you can recognize in Italy according to the different positions they work on. And so we already formed a quite significant team, young people like Marta De Zoppo, Isabel Colombo, and Francesca Vecchi. The next one, please. You have in the campus modern rooms able to arrive to a maximum number of more than 250 people. So no problem for the space. It's of course a new structure, so it's well organized with all the possibility. I hope to be in presence, of course, in that situation, but we hope for that. The next one. And you could see also that is quite easily to reach it, because this is a place where you use a conference. There is a bus and the metro line that connect the campus to the terminus station, which is a central station, and from the terminus station also to the airport. The next one, the time we need to reach the downtown, so it's variable depending on what you use. If you use public transport, you have around 50 minutes. But if you use, of course, a car, you can, the next one, you can reduce the time to about 25 minutes. It is located in, as you can see, in the southeast. And anyway, it's quite simple to reach even the center of the town. The next one, in the campus, we have, of course, different facilities, and we will organize also a barbecue for the social dinner in the lab of the campus, in the concrete lab. The next one, please. And we try also to organize social events close to this. These are once more the rooms that are available, and they are all close to, so it could be easy to switch from one room to another one. The next one. We tried also to conserve a special feature of this type of symposium, that is a moderate cost for the PhD. And so we will be with a registration fee of around 250 euro, and the cost for a single or a double room, which is in the range of 20-40 euro for night. So quite easily to book a room there. And a huge availability. The next one, please. We are creating the conference websites that will come in around 1 month, and the first announcement will be distributed in 2 months. The next one. Before the symposium, we would like also to organize a workshop on Friday, September 2nd, in one of the historical palaces of the center of Rome, with the cooperation of the members who serve in the PhD Symposium as judges. The next one, please. I hope that the Rome, that is an unforgettable experience for all the people who try to spend some days there, could attract you, and so we are waiting for all of you in Rome in 2 years. Of course, I hope that even the in-presence occasion in Paris could be another possibility to promote this event. Thank you very much, Jean-Michel, for your time, and thank you to everybody.
Grazie, Marco. Merci. Thank you. I think now we are at the end of the closing ceremony. I hope you have enjoyed this event, despite the conditions that were not the best for of course, for discussion between the participants. Of course, we know it was a very strange year, and so we have to adapt to the events. And we hope we will be able next year to do all the things that we were not able to do this year. And now I just say, stay safe.